So verse 15 is saying, woe to those who seek deep to hide their counsel far from Yahuwah. They think they're hiding. When they're working deep undercover with the government, they think they're hiding from people. The people don't see their works, but the Most High sees. He says, and their works are in the dark. They're not going to come out to their people. These government agents won't come out on their YouTube channels and tell the people, yes, I am a government agent. Their works are in the dark. And most of our people can't see it. They cannot see it. And it would have to, they're so blind. The Most High will show them, give them inklings. Something is wrong. Something's not right. And they shake the inklings off. They say, who sees us? This is what they're saying. Who sees us? No one sees us. And who knows us? You see, they think no one sees them. No one knows them. Surely, watch this. Surely you have things turned around. They turn things around. They turn things around. Got people walking after darkness instead of walking after light. And we have an example. Shall the potter, the creator, potter, the man that makes the pot, shall he be esteemed as the clay? The clay is the thing that he made. For shall the thing made say to him who made it, he did not make me, as if the thing can make itself? Or shall the thing formed say of him who formed it, he has no understanding? How can the thing say he has no understanding? The thing can't make itself. So you see here, they have turned things around. These what the Babylonian teachers have done. Proverbs 19 and 15. Laziness. Cast one into deep sleep. Our people are lazy. Laziness, sit still and do nothing. Stand still and see the salvation. The Most High is going to gather us. We don't have anything to do. That's laziness. Noah had something to do. Lot had something to do. They'll tell you we're in the days of Noah. We're in the days of Lot. It's wicked. They talk about other people, but they won't talk about what we have to do. This is no time to be lazy, in a deep sleep. So we're in Babylon in a deep sleep. And an idle person will suffer hunger. Now, if you're idle, you're doing nothing, don't expect something. Our people, because of the Babylonian teachers, they're sitting idle, sitting still, waiting on the Most High. He's going to gather us. They're idle. They're going to suffer hunger, death, famine. Remember, famine and death among Gui. Here we see they will experience hunger because you sat idle. You did nothing. Sirach 22 and 7. He who teaches a fool is like one who glues potsherds together. Potsherds is a potter's clay. It broke all up and someone is trying to glue it back together. Or who rouses a sleeper from deep slumber. We're in Babylon in a deep slumber telling people we are awake. We have people in the Christian community. They are in a deep slumber telling people they are awake. And they are telling others, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. All of them are in a deep slumber. Let me say this. And understand where I'm coming from when I say this. Your Babylonian teachers, your Christian pastors, your YouTube Christians that say they're awake, all of these people you're listening to, all of these people, listen for our answer. And you will get none. Answer according to scripture. What is the answer? Okay, this is coming. Okay, that's coming. What's the answer? Rapture. What's the answer? Spaceships coming to get us. What's the answer? The Most High is going to gather us. You see all these different answers? What's the answer? We're going to be raptured. Some of us going to be raptured into Shamayim, and some of us going to be raptured into the wilderness. Look at these answers. Did Noah and Lot experience any of these things? That's a question I want you to answer. Malachi 3 and 15. So now we call the proud Barak. This is what happens. These people begin to call the proud Barak. How is it? You call the proud Barak because they're walking in darkness. They're in deep slumber. They're in a deep sleep. messing around with deep undercover agents. You see how deep our people are in Babylon? So when we're saying deep in Babylon, initially you're thinking knowledge. But something happened with their knowledge. And we're gonna see that also in Scripture. What happened with their knowledge? For those who do wickedness are raised up. You see, their leaders, you have those that's controlling their camps, and then they have other wicked leaders that they raise them up. They even tempt Yahuwah and go free. It seems as if, they're going free because nothing seems to happen to them. But you watch. Their day is coming. Psalm 92:5. Oh, Yahuwah, how great are your works. It's the Most High's work that's great. His works are great. Your thoughts are very deep. The Most High is the one that's deep. But these people will have you thinking they are deep because they're up in there with the Most High. But we're going to find out. Are they deep or aren't they deep? 1 Samuel 2:3. Talk no more so very proudly. Our people talk proudly. They are proud. Let no arrogance come from your mouth. We see our people speaking proudly. They just know they're going to make it in the kingdom. Some of them talking about making others their slaves and beating them and whipping them and raping their daughters. You see? Arrogance. They're coming out of their mouth. We see this in our people. It comes out of the mouth of the pastor. What is arrogance doing in your mouth? For Yahuwah is the mighty one of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. You see? Your actions are weighed. The things that you're doing, he's looking at your action. Let's see this word arrogant. And see, can we pinpoint these Babylonian teachers? And you tell me if they are arrogant or not. Having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or ability. They're telling everyone our camp is important. We're the ones that's gathering his people. No one is doing what we're doing. We was told in Christianity that our church was the best church in that state. Arrogant. Your own self-important. You're exaggerating. So they're saying no one else has the truth. No one. No one has the truth but us. Everybody else is off. Arrogance. Your own importance. And when people hear this, docile people unlearned, because these people sitting under these leaders, I hate to tell you this, that's why a lot of them leave. And then when they leave, the leaders have to make them look like the enemy. Make them look like they're off. And actually they're not. They did the same thing in Christian churches. We saw it. You leave this Christian church, where you going to go to get the word? Who's going to teach you the word like you getting the word here? Because no one gives the word like you get it right here. Arrogant. A righteous person will tell you what the scripture says. In the last days, many. See, this is what you hear on this channel. You don't hear this. You don't hear this, and you will never hear this. This is the only channel with the truth. I'm afraid to even let those words come out of my mouth. You will hear on this channel the scripture. The scripture says in the last days, many righteous, there are others. Many righteous will lead those to righteousness. So, oneself importance in his own abilities, haughty, conceited. They are you can't tell them nothing. Self-important. They are self-important. They think they're the most important thing alive. Opinionated. They're opinionated about this. They're opinionated about that. Don't you mess around with that fleet doctrine. That's off. That's wrong. Don't you mess around with them people that's on YouTube. All they do is sit back and make YouTube videos. They don't know what these people are doing. How can they make such statements? Because when I hear that, I know they're talking about me. And see, they don't know what I'm doing when this computer is off. And this computer gets turned off and I make connection with the Most High. They're not going to tell their people that. This guy's truly is making connection. No, they're going to say this guy's off. Opinionated. Egotistic. They are egotistic. Full of oneself. They full of themselves. They full of something else too, but you fill in the blank. They full of it. They full of it. Superior. There it is. These are the synonyms for arrogant. They say they are superior. None have the truth but our camp. Listen, here they go. Opinionated. The name Yah is evil. The name Ahia is the name, and I don't care what no one says. You see this? Superior, egotistic, opinionated, self-important. He gave us the name. He gave our camp the name. And our camp is the only one that has the name Ahia, Ashar, Ahia. Egotistic, full of oneself, superior. Here's a point. And the ones that call on the name Yahuwah, listen at this point. It hit me one day as I was studying. It just fell on me like a ton of bricks. All these different camps. And I stand corrected on the statement. Because I'm really not into the camps like I used to be. But all these different camps, and there are new camps that comes up. They spring up over here, they spring up over there. But I want someone, I don't know any camp that used the name Yahuwah. Not Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Yahushua, not none of these. Yahuwah, Yahuwah. I don't hear any of them. And I'm scratching my head. I want someone that knows anyone that's another camp that's using the name Yahuwah. I'm not talking about a family. Families are not in family doesn't count. They don't have congregations all over the world. I'm talking about camps with different congregations, different members, all over the earth. This is who I'm talking about. And I will stand corrected, but I haven't heard none using the name Yahuwah that tells us something. They were working for the same one. Proverbs 21:24. A proud and haughty man, scoffer is his name. If you are proud, haughty, arrogant, lifted up, this is not good. They're lifting themselves up with their name, with their title, with the name, the ABC name of their camp. Yes, I'm the leader of the such and such and so and so. And if you try to ask the leader a question, oh, you beneath him. Ask one of his officers. Ask one of the deacons. Ask a lower. You ask a member. Don't ask him. He's too above. He's too high and mighty to answer you. He won't even speak to you. He acts with arrogant pride. They are teaching, making Mason hand signs, rocking back and forth in the chair, shaking their heads, shaking their bodies, arrogant. My wife told me, she know I'm teaching. I better not ever see you do something like this. And I told her, it's not in me to be bobbing my head and shaking my body as I'm teaching and doing. I teach with my hands. I point. I do these things. I will even hold my hand up as surrendering to the Most High. I do these things. But all these shaking your heads and doing all this stuff, arrogance. And our people are full of it. Proverbs 16:5. Although the scripture speaks against it, although the scripture says every proud in heart is an abomination. You know, they'll say shrimp, lobsters, all these, the catfish, shellfish, they'll say that's an abomination. But they don't come and say proud in heart is an abomination. It goes hand in hand with shellfish. But they can't discuss this. They can't go deep into this. See, when they go deep into something, it reveals them. They will reveal themselves, and they will not do this because their works are in darkness. Their works are hidden. Though they join forces, none will go unpunished. They're joining forces with those that's telling them what to do. They're agents. And our people don't understand this. They've been taken down. Some of our people are beginning to see this, but most of our people, do not understand the simple fact they are agents